Yo, what's the boppity? It's your boy Guppy Boy 9000, and today I am back at y'all with another figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at a long-awaited figure that people, and when I say people, I mean such as myself, have been waiting to drop for quite some time now. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're new to this line, this right here is a line. This line is not a new line, but it is one that's been, I want to say, on the rise, or kinda one of those anime figure companies that's been putting out like figures and kinda somewhere on the rise for about at least about like 3 or 4 years now. I might want to say 5 years. But today, we'll get into that later. But today, we're looking at the Tapicgal from Snail Shell GN Project. And this right here, Brez. Brez. And when I say Brez, I mean Brez. Yo, we got the Melanin Milk Queen in my bruh. Okay, first of all, before we get started into anything, before we get into accessories, articulation, let's just take time to admire the fact that we have a dark skin, brown, tan skin anime girl, which we hardly, in all honesty, really don't get that much of. I'll be quite frank with y'all. We really don't get quite much of tan anime girls. And if y'all want to be real, this right here, and while I add me a couple of extra lighting, and I just hit the camera, but you know what? This is the Guppy Boy station, bruh. This is Guppy Boy station. So we do everything full raw. I wanted to add a little bit more lighting there for y'all so y'all can see just how great this figure is. And Brez. I feel like we don't get enough tan anime girls in figure form. And I think the only company that really just ever gave us like tan anime girls, a couple of tan anime girl figures, is of course the GOATs themselves, the best anime company of all time. I don't care what nobody says, because let's be real, there's no other anime company that comes close to it. And not even Figure Arts, and I'll let y'all niggas know this, is Figma. They're the only ones who is like really just gave us, like, I want to say a tan anime girl. And I think SH Figure Arts gave us, honestly, I'll be real with y'all, SH Figure Arts gave us like two. It was Musashi from the Kentai collection, which that's not even SH Figure Arts, that's Armor Girl Projects. That's like a different branch of Bandai. So, yeah. And then SH Figure Arts gave us Akira from Space Battleship Yamato. I'm a zoom in on that. And in all honesty, she's really not even tan skinned. She's not like, well, her skin's not as dark as it's really supposed to be, as what you see in the anime, in the animated movie. It's like she's kind of tan-ish, but her skin is still kind of pale. So it's not really even, it's really not even anime accurate, if you want to be honest. And this just further leads into the point of what I always say, that SH Figure Arts don't really nail their anime characters like they should, or like people give them praises for, unless it's Dragon Ball Z or anything shonen or MCU. And maybe Kamen Rider. But that's another video for another time. So, getting into this, man, bruh, like, admire this. And she has cake, bro. We don't get enough like tan anime girl figures. And honestly, I feel like we need some, because like the whole tan anime girls, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like those be like the most favorited girls in anime. Or not, I ain't gonna say anime. I'll say in haname, hentai. Let's be real. We all love our thick, fair skin, pale skin, milfy like anime hentai waifu mommies, bruh. But let's be real. When those tan skins though, when those tan skins come on the screen, bruh, let's be real. You know, when you see a anime girl of this complexion in anime, especially a hentai, you know she's finna be favorited, and you know it's finna go down. One thing you know, she's gonna be a badass. She's gonna be sexy as a fuck. She's gonna be sexy as a motherfucker, and you already know it's gonna go down. But with that being said, let's get into her accessories, because I ain't finna lie to y'all. Like, this figure is really dope, and she comes with a good number of things. If you want to see the box that she comes in, I'll move the figure out the way. This right here is her box, and it's actually a fairly small size box. It's actually the size of a nice average Figma box that you'll see your average Figma in. So yeah, like that's the side right there. Then you got the top. Then you got artwork at the bottom, which is dope. And we're gonna get into this gun right here. We're gonna get into that because she comes with guns. And matter of fact, we're gonna get into her accessories right now. She comes with guns that you don't normally see these with a lot of figures. Like, you really don't. I'm getting the stuff ready right here. She comes with guns that you have to assemble. And I don't know what made them do this instead of just giving us the actual guns. But she comes with runners, like right here, little crate runners, where you have to assemble the guns. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm still not finished with these. Like, it took me like at least a good hour to finish both of these guns. And it's just two regular small ass guns. And yeah, those are the runners. And these right here, this is the first gun that she's promoted with. I think this might be like a shotgun or something. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I don't know what the little chocolate stuff is right here in the container, but I have a theory of what it might be. But yeah, she has like a little rifle or sniper-ish shotgun with a scope at the top, which I don't know why you need a shotgun with a scope, but then again, I don't know nothing about guns. So y'all can enlighten me about that. And then she has like a little AR right here. And then she has like another little cup. And yeah, like then this right here is why I kind of don't like the fact that you got to assemble these guns, because these shits fall apart. I'm going to be real with you. So yeah. Other than that, she has this AR, and then she has this right here. This other little cup that has this brown stuff in it. But I'm thinking the reason why those are in there is because it's like a smoothie. Because as you open the figure, you get a postcard, and this right here is what you get. You get that right there, and it says, "Have a drink with a kiss" right there. And as you see, it's an artwork of her holding a cup with something to drink in it. And this gun right here is well, I'm gonna take it apart. You know what? I'll take this out, because right here. And as you can see, this is like, oh my God, bless me. Well, not bless me, excuse me. My allergies ain't messing up. I would edit that out, but you know what? This is the Guppy Boy Station. Y'all know we do everything raw here, because I'm about giving y'all good content and not editing stuff out. So, unless it's just some bullshit going on in the background. But yeah, you get a cup right here, and the stuff that's inside looks like something that will be of a smoothie, and I just dropped it. So you have that, and I'm trying to pick this up right now. You have that right there, and the sad thing about it is you don't really get no hands, you know, like to hold this, and that's really kind of the downfall to it. So it's like, I don't know why they would give us that as a cup, and then give us a postcard where she's holding the cups, and it says "has a drink," and it says "have a drink," and you don't get no hand, which we'll get into the hands to hold the cup. So, get into her other accessories while we're talking about hands. Bringing the guns back in, she has two hands that's meant for holding the guns. Then she has two sword holding hands, as y'all can see, like right there. She has two pairs of feet, which me, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got mine modded up with some sneakers on right now, but hold on, I'm gonna take those off because I'm about keeping it authentic and showing y'all everything that's going on right now. So get into that. She has her feet that she comes with, and then she has another pair of feet where she has peg holes in. When that's for you to stand her up on the stand. Then she has an extra face plate right there that's looking off to the side, but it's not really looking off to the side. You can adjust the eyes in the back. But she has her tongue sticking out. And with these face plates, like they got this little gimmick technique where you can get this little tab right here that comes with her. And you get two of these. You get like two of these along with two extra wrist pegs. And I'm glad they gave you extra wrist pegs because we about to get into my little pet peeve about this figure. But yeah, just like how you would see with Figma and Reveltech when they give you the movable eyes technique with some of their figures, like such as the where's a figure such as the Elsa figure. And Reveltech has a couple of figures that you can do that with, but I don't have any of those. But I do have Elsa, and that's just because Elsa is bae. So yeah, you put this little tab right here, and as you see it, you can move the eyes around in any position that you want them to be in. And honestly, I like this technique. I wish more figure companies would use this technique because it gives you a lot of options of how to pose and display your figures on your shelf. Or if you're a photographer and you want to take like a bunch of toy photography photos, like it gives you options. So kudos to them for that. I love them for that. That's amazing. And getting into what I don't like about this figure. And oh yeah, by the way, she also comes with like a little thing to assemble her guns, which those are just the instructions. They show you how to assemble the guns from the runners, which I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they really don't help. That like this thing really does not help all that much. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just gonna throw this out there right there. And she comes with water decals that you can put on the little cups for the guns. And I guess you can also put these on other parts of her guns, or you can put them on her. Or if you're like doing what I'm doing, you can put them on. You can give her a bike and put those on a bike, that's where those are finna go. So I'm not finna go through what kind of stickers they are because they're really not special stickers. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, getting into my pet peeve about the figure before we get into the articulation. Matter of fact, let's do articulation first. We're gonna do articulation first. She can look up that much, really don't get that much head articulation. And the reason why is because one, the hair. That's number one, the reason why she can't look back that much. But she has a ball peg right here. She has no movement at the neck. So, and then the little peg is right there. So her neck range is not really that much. But then again, you really don't need it because like who's really going to be just doing super dynamic poses with this? Her ab crunch, her ab crunch is fairly done. It's like the average ab crunch you will see on a regular anime girl slash on any anime. Like this is really, it's not, you don't really get no motion out of it, to be honest. Like you'll see an ab crunch like this on damn near any anime girl from any toy company, like Figuarts, Figma, Codable Kia with the model kits. So I mean, it's really not unless you can mod it. You can go in and mod it. You can probably put like a more of an extended ball peg in there if you want to try and get more range out of it if you're looking to do super dynamic poses with this figure. But let's be real, like this figure is not for you to do super dynamic fucking poses and shit with. It's literally for you to just sit on your shelf and look sexy because it's an anime girl in a bikini. So yeah, Her arms go up and down all around out that much. And just like the other GN project figures, you can disassemble this girl and you can take her arms off. And if you have that Mecha Wolf from GN project, I'm assuming, which I don't have, but I don't have her yet, but I will have her soon. I'm assuming you will be able to take the arms and the legs of the Mecha Wolf parts off of that figure and put it on this figure and use it as a Mecha cyberpunk-ish type of thing for her. She has a double jointed elbow, which she gets better range of. Like, she has like super good ass range, which is just perfect. She has a rig peg, like a ball peg at the wrist, which I'm gonna get into why I don't like this right now. Which I really don't care for the hands and how they did it, but I really for sure don't care for these ball pegs. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this, but that ball peg is like slanted. Like how they did it, instead of the ball peg going like up and down like this, it's slanted like this. So when you turn it, you gotta like when you like use it, you gotta be careful because you could probably snap it. So yeah, like for those of y'all who have it, y'all will see it. Her leg goes out that much. She gets double range and articulation, and you can disassemble both of her legs. You can disassemble both of her legs. Like I said, if you have that Mecha Wolf from GN Project, you could use her parts to put on this character if you want to like do some customizing and some kick bashing, which I assume that's why GN Project is doing that. Which this is a company we don't really know that much about, but we know them well enough to know that they're making some good damn anime figures. Because, like, let's be real. And with that being said, that's pretty much it. Now we can do a little bit of size comparison. And I'm not really finna compare her to too much. I'm just finna pull, matter of fact, I'll pull a SH Figuarts out. There she is next to SH Figuarts Chun-Li. They're about the same height. And of course, I gotta put Kaneda's bike right there. Gotta pull the Bay out from the other goated toy line. The other legendary GOAT toy line. Second Axe, which Asagi kind of towers over her a little bit. She's taller. Now, moving Chun-Li out the way, we're going to throw in a Kick Bash from another toy line, which is the same toy line as Asagi. We have Yuki, like Yuki on Minase's body, which is my custom character, that I've been kind of working on. Her name is Pama. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, that's her name, Pama. And she, like, these two are kind of bigger than her. Now, these are Second Axe, and Second Axe usually runs a little bit bigger. Now, getting into another custom figure, here she is next to my boy Kota. And yeah, he's kind of taller than her. But this body is kind of like a knockoff Bodycoon of the SH Figuarts Bodycoon. So he's about around the same height, if not a tad bit taller, which is kind of like average if you're like an average anime character. And moving my boy Kota to the side over here, we finna bring in Apollonian. Show y'all if y'all collect Polyneans. There you go with that. And I will bring in a Figma. I'll bring in the Bay that everybody is in love with right now, Rosalind Stout. And if you can see Rosalind Stout, she's about a tad bit shorter, but that's just because Figma's run a little bit smaller, based on depending. Figma's run a little bit smaller depending on the design of the character and the anime and how they want to go off and design the characters from the certain anime or video game. So some certain figures might be might be small, some certain figures might be big, some might be the right size. Now, getting into my Bay of all bays, my OC character that y'all have been seeing a lot of lately. We're gonna put her next to Naname Mizuki, and Naname towers over her, but that's because she has on some customized or modified Yoko Littner platform boots, where she stands a little bit taller, as y'all can see. So yeah, she's kind of standing a little bit taller than Tapicgal. And I wonder if that's actually her real name, Tapicgal. Because if not, I'm just gonna give her an actual name. And on top of that, since we into this, we got to put her next to another melanin queen, another tan girl, tan anime. Another tan Japanese anime queen or hentai queen. There she goes next to Yuki Kaze, and Yuki Kaze and her are actually kind of the same height, which in all honesty, Yuki Kaze is really supposed to be smaller, but because second acts kind of runs a little taller, Yuki Kaze kind of is almost at her show. Well, actually, no, her and Yuki Kaze are almost the same height. She's like a tad bit, and excuse me if my voice sounds funny. You know, like it's allergies and stuff like that here in Texas. People's like allergies is all kinds of fucked up. But yeah, there you go. There goes Yuki Kaze. But like I was saying, second acts kind of makes their figures a little bit more bigger. So Yuki Kaze kind of runs out to be around the same height. And with that being said, I will say this. This is a great figure. Like, this right here is a beautiful, beautiful figure. And this goes along with what I've been saying for the longest. To all the figure collectors in the fucking toy community that be praising SH Figuarts. And I'll even go as far as to say people like me who praise Figma and stuff like that when it comes to talking about imports. SH Figuarts and Figma are not the only two anime company figures in Japan that makes great anime figures. In all honesties, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, both of those brands are low-key kind of, well, I ain't gonna say Figma's mid, but SH Figuarts is mid as fuck. but Figma is average, sometimes above average, but there are so many toy lines that are better, that are actually better, and we're seeing it right now. Like, there's a lot of anime companies or companies in Japan that's making posable anime figures, and they're pretty much kicking Figma and SH Figuarts in the ass, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The only thing is, the reason why they won't ever beat out SH Figuarts or Figma is because, one, Figma is more of a... SH Figuarts is more of a brand for your mainstream type of animes, like your Shonens, your Dragon Ball Zs and shit like that, and Naruto's and all of that, and your MCUs and all that shit, that overrated shit. And like, Figma is more of your underground, borderline mainstream, but more of a niche following type of anime, such as your isekais, your harems, your schoolgirls, schoolboys type of anime characters, or your your anime video game type characters. That's what Figma is mainly about. So these right here are two companies that are great. And like I said, if Kotobukiya was to get into making solid action figures instead of just doing model kits, they would also be like there's like, what I'm saying is pretty much it's like there's companies in Japan that literally are making posable anime figures, and we're starting to see them. A lot of them are actually starting to come out, and I see a couple of people are starting to catch on, but it's only the people in the toy community that actually collect anime figures that's actually starting to catch on and know this stuff. Like, people that actually know anime and collect anime, that They don't just collect like one thing, like say Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or JJK or what's it called? Fucking MCU and stuff like that, and then just well, MCU's not fucking anime, or I say Kamen Rider or whatever, and they just say that they know anime figures like and stuff like that. Like there are certain people they actually collect, and they're starting to catch on to this, and I see a lot of people starting to see this, and honestly, really, I'm kind of happy that these companies are starting to get recognized, but at the same time. At the same time, I kind of don't like it because, man, I'll be real with y'all, bro. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people buying these figures off the hype because they want to just, they see Asagi, they have, a Taki custom that they can make, or they'll just have a character like this. They see this, they'd be like, oh, well, I want to put her in the background for a Marvel Legends Deadpool or whatever the fuck, to be a background character. So you're gonna have people buying these figures based off of hype, but they don't even care about like good anime figures or just the anime or the material or none of that and stuff like that. Which I guess you can say that's a good thing, but at the same time that's a bad thing. But yeah, you're gonna have a lot of that. So as these companies start to get recognition, just know that you're gonna have those hype beasts that's just gonna collect these figures and not know shit about them, which kind of means it's going to be hard for actual people who want these products and who love these products to kind of get their hands on, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was supposed to be hard to get your hands on these two figures right here, but since Second Acts is starting to catch on that people like their figures and other people are buying these figures, they're starting to re-release and produce more. So, if you miss out on her, hopefully the Snail Shell company, GM Project, will re-release another version of her. And yeah, so pretty much, yeah, like, I just want to say, man, yo, to all these new anime companies that's making good posable anime figures and showing us that they can give us good anime figures, bro, thank you. Because I'm literally tired of just seeing the same stuff over and over. Like the same thing we constantly get from SH Figuarts, the same thing we get from Marvel Legends, the same thing we get from I ain't gonna say Marvel Legends, I'll say Hasbro. The same thing we get from Malfex and all these other companies. Like, and the reason why I praise Figma so much is because Figma is is an unpredictable company that goes out and do pretty much what they want to do. Like they'll do one thing right here, and then they'll do another thing. Like they're really the only company that I praise for like just doing multiple different things and not just sticking to one thing and it getting kind of redundant to fucking see. So yeah, shout out to these anime companies that's making these good figures, and so us actual anime and hentai and lewd lovers, and then on top of that, these are actually anime companies making hentai characters, hentai and lewd anime girl characters. We don't really have that many. Like, as much people complain about figures being like over sexualized and lewd and stuff like that, and that's the only thing that like most people say they'll focus on. But bro, we don't even get this much. Like, we don't get much of these type of figures, especially in posable forms. Like, this is really, like, bro, this right here is literally the first posable hentai figure right here. This Minase, this is the first one, but I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole different other video that I'm gonna make. And if y'all want to hear me go into a tangent about that, bro, just let me know in the comment section. And yeah, if y'all want me to finish going into that, bro, let me know in the comment section. I'm not finna waste no more time, like, just going into it. I just want to say shout out to all these new anime companies giving us great anime girl and hopefully give us some guys to go with them. Like, shout out to these companies giving us these posable lewd like characters that we love so much, because we need more of these type of like figures and stuff, because we can do multiple things with. And also, she does have a jacket that you can buy. And I kind of should have said this before I went into a little rant and speech tangent. But she has a little jacket that you can buy, which that will be in the follow-up video, because I just bought 2 of those off of Ami. But I'm not gonna post no pictures, nothing. I'm gonna show those off in a separate video when they come in, which that'll probably be around next week. So yeah. So look forward to the follow-up video. But other than that, this is your boy Guppy Boy 9000. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yo, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me. Shout out to all the subscribers, the followers I've been getting. Shout out to everybody that's been showing me love, man. Yo, shout out to my brother Does What It Likes. Shout out to my boy X Manny. Shout out to my boy Ace. Shout out to, and if y'all don't know who Ace is Animated Heroes. That's my cousin. Shout out to my boy. Yo, shout out to everybody that's been showing me love lately. I love each and every last one of y'all, man. And this is your boy Guppy Boy 9000, and I am Alto. Oh yeah, and shout out to my sister Joy.